So today is June 29th, 2013, and I'm here with Dr. Michael Gramley. Dr. Gramley, how did you first get interested in archaeology?
When I was 9 years old, I went with my great uncle and saw an arrowhead found, which captivated me, but then I found my own about a year later, and I was hooked.
10 years old to now.
Yes.
And where did you study archaeology?
Well, of course, I self-taught myself. When I was a young teenager, I wrote away for books at various museums and studied those books. Then I also wrote the State Archeologist of New York, and he fortunately answered my letter, which excited me and made me further involved. And so let's just say I was self-taught until I went to college, and then I went to an engineering school, and I took all the anthropology there was available. But in the summer times, I worked for the New York State Museum as an archaeologist. I was employed, and I learned a great deal then. But truly, archaeology is a subject for graduate school, formal training, I mean. So I went to Harvard University and took my PhD in archaeology.
And what has been, in your opinion, over your last so many years doing archaeology, what interests you the most?
Well, I've worked in many parts of the world, and finding something that is unique and revealing of ancient human behavior comes to you but seldom. So there are a few archaeological sites that I've dug in the past which are very satisfying with regard to what they've revealed about human behavior. So any site of that nature I remember with a great deal of fondness. One of these sites where I learned an awful lot about human behavior was the Vail site in northwestern interior Maine. And we, after many years of paying close attention to the archaeological record, we were able to speak about the band size, the number of people who lived at the site, the number of years they had come to live there. So we began to understand about ancient human behavior. There are other sites that I have dug revealing of human behavior, and some sites perhaps will reveal more in the future. But another site that I'm beginning to appreciate for the human behavior is the Phil Stratton Cumberland site in southwestern Kentucky. We've worked there for 13 years, and I know the data set so intimately now that I'm actually able to speak about ancient human behavior.
Thanks. This is part one. In part two, we're going to talk in specific about the Vail site. Part three, about the Cumberland site. Thank you.